Katie, and welcome to the Katie Hippie Show, your one-stop shop for free advice. I'm so glad you're here. Today is part 3 of our 3-part series with respect to saving money. I've got 8 ways that you can save money. Feel free to call me Katie the Thrifty Lady. Before I forget, please subscribe. Check me out on Facebook. I've got some new news. I'm on Twitter now. Woohoo! Check me out. Okay, so I don't know about you guys, but because of the coronavirus, I've been inside, cooped up, kind of like a fish in a fishbowl. And I'm definitely feeling like a hippie because I'm not wearing deodorant, I'm not wearing a bra, and I'm all about saving money and recycling and reusing. So join me with this. Join me in the hippie club, okay? Let me show you how to save money. So number 1, cut your own hair, okay? Or just let it grow like Crystal Gale, because that's what I'm going to do. My goal is to grow it down to my derriere. So you can join me on this, on my goal here. You can see how hopefully it'll be getting longer. Thinking in 6 years I'll have Crystal Gale length hair. My husband uses one of these little hair clippers. He just does his own hair, you know, and then I help trim it a little bit. But this, you can just get it online, $24. Was it 24? Yeah, it's about $24 or $30. You can get a decent hair clipper. Okay, he's a number 2. FYI, you just add the clip, and it came with a little CD that showed you how to cut your hair. So that's great. Number 2 way to save money is be mindful of your thermostat temperature. Now, I researched this. My husband, he likes it really warm, but we've come to an agreement. We keep it at 78 degrees. And what I researched, 78 degrees or warmer when you're at home is a good way to save money. And 85 degrees when you're away. Now that's pretty warm. I mean, I'm wearing my swimsuit because it's so hot in our house, okay? But you know what? We are saving money. Now in the winter, from what I researched, it says 68 degrees or cooler when you're at home and 55 degrees or cooler at night when you're away. Now that is cold, but hey, you're saving money. Okay, number 3 way to save money is don't buy storage jars or containers or cups. Use the food jars that you're already buying. This is what we do. I mean, for example, here's a spaghetti jar. If you just save it, look, you've got this groovy cup that comes with a lid, okay? Our whole cabinet is mason jars. Recycle, reuse. And also, we use, so for example, an olive jar, it's nice and skinny. It fits perfectly in your car, so when you're traveling, doing those road trips, you've got a great grab and go cup. And then lastly, here's a little artichoke jar. We just saved it, and now it's a great snack storage container. You can put your little snacks in there, put it in the refrigerator. And FYI, it usually has a little paper wrapping on it. You just soak it in a bowl of water overnight, and then in the morning you can just scrape that little label off, and then just put it in the dishwasher, and then it's ready to go. And that was number 3. So number 4 way to save money, the hippie way, go vegetarian. Meat is getting expensive, okay? We are starting to do more of the chicken ham, and it's more of like a treat. So think of meat as like a treat. It even kind of rhymes. But you'll be amazed at how many groovy vegetarian type foods there are out there. You know, you've got potatoes, sweet potatoes, nuts, seeds, yogurt, cottage cheese. They've got the veggie crumbles now, and it looks just like ground beef. You can make tacos with the veggie crumbles. Now make sure you read the ingredients on those packaged veggie crumbles, because we read one and like one of the first ingredients was gluten. We're like, what? So ours, we get like soy type crumbles, or you can get the pea, but there's tofu out there. There's all kinds of great vegetarian meals, and salads. We just eat big salads with the tomatoes and all the fruit and blueberries. So go crazy with the fruit and veggies, and they're healthy for you too. But now make sure, because you're not eating meat, that you're getting your protein, okay, and your fiber. So make sure, you know, check on that. Make sure you're getting your protein. Number 5 way to save money. And I wish I would have known this tip earlier. My husband taught it to me. It's cheaper to get over-the-counter drugs as prescriptions, and also buy generic. So, you know, for my allergies, you know, I kept getting the name brand product, when instead you can get the generic. Now this one is called Allergy Relief, and this works, and it even says here comparable to Zyrtec. Okay, my husband even wrote on here Zyrtec, so I know, oh, this is what I'm taking, is Zyrtec. So yeah, get the generic. It's so much cheaper, and it seems to have the same ingredients, and it seems to work. Secondly is, you know, for example, let's say you have heartburn and you're buying every month, you know, you're buying heartburn pills. You know, those can be expensive, okay? This could be like, you know, I think it's like $25 or something, and I think it's only like for a month. Versus if you get a prescription, you can call your doctor and say, you know, can I have a 90-day supply prescription of this, you know, heartburn medication, you know, heartburn over-the-counter pill? Your doctor should say, yeah, and then you get a 90-day supply. So instead of spending, you know, like $30 a month, you can spend $4 for like 3 months, okay? Much better deal, and I wish I would have learned that tip earlier in my life. Okay, so that was number 5 way to save money. Number 6 way to save money. You know, when you are ready and you've had, you know, children, use birth control, okay? That's all I'm going to say on that subject, because we know children are expensive. And with speaking of that, the number 7 way to save money is, you know, if you do have children and you're saving money for college, you know, for their college, if you have the opportunity, move to a state that offers free college. Yes, there are states in the United States that have free college. Take advantage of it. I checked on, it was www.collegefactual.com, and they listed all these states. Number 1, I know Florida has the Bright Future program. If your child is making good grades, they can get 75 to 100% off their college education. Awesome deal. Also in the state of Florida, if you've adopted a child in Florida, that child gets free college education, period, bottom line, 100% free college education for your adopted child in the state of Florida. Number 2 is Georgia. They have a Hope Grant. Number 3, Indiana has a 21st Century Scholarship. Number 4, New York has an Excelsior Scholarship. Nevada has the Nevada Promise Scholarship. And one more, Oklahoma, if your gross income doesn't exceed $55,000 a year, you get a free college education. So all these states have free college education. And you know what? I truly believe that I read somewhere that West Virginia has free college education, and they were actually going to have a program where they automatically have a state job after their free college education. So that would be something to check out too, West Virginia. And then the last way to save money, number 8, is, again, if you can move to a state that has lower tax burdens, because taxes can get high and are expensive. So 6 states that have good or low taxes is Delaware, Alaska, Tennessee, Oklahoma, New Hampshire, and Florida. Those are the good states with respect to taxes. And I found this on a USA Today article in 2017, but it seemed to be still accurate. But then the states to avoid with respect to high tax burdens, there are 6, is New York, Hawaii, Vermont, Maine, Minnesota, and Connecticut. Those are the bad states with respect to taxes. They're just too high. But overall, with respect to colleges and taxes, Oklahoma seems to be a win-win. If you live there, you can get, low taxes and free college education. If, you make a certain amount, your salary, yearly salary, that's a good deal. You know what? I had a number 9 bonus way to save money for you. You probably figured it out. To save money, don't spend money. Just make it a game. That's what we do. It's like a hunt. Your kill is the good deal. So, hope you've enjoyed and learned from these ways to save money to be more like a hippie. That's the conclusion of our show. Next week, we're going to be talking about, I've got some funny news. So that will be next week. Hui ho, until we meet again, as they say in Hawaii. Again, subscribe, like, check me out on Facebook, Twitter, woohoo. And remember, one of God's greatest gifts is a smile. Have a fun and hippie day. Bye.